Hey guys, it's Frank Gryner from the Public Record here, coming at you on STEVER's Public Playground project. Right now, we are between phases. Phase 1 has ended. Karen is in her space writing lyrics from those ideas that you guys sent in. There's so many good ones. She's got her work cut out for her. But we also have some work to do too. Phase 2 starts on Monday. Drums and percussion. Now you might think, hey, I'm not a drummer, I'm out of here, I'll be back later. Or no, there's something for you guys to do too. Something for everyone in this phase, even if you're not rhythmically inclined even. I'll go into that in a second. But first of all, I mean, for those who are drummers or who are used to putting tracks together, I mean, there's a little bit of a discipline here to just put a drum track or just to put a percussion track on this. You know, when you hear the stems and not go full bore. I mean, this is a collaborative effort. We want everybody to have a chance at putting pieces in. So I would recommend focusing in on one thing and really, really trying to nail it. You know, an unusual part of this is that you're going to be playing to stems that are really stripped down, like way more stripped down than any of the other projects that have been going on. You're going to have a vocal, a click track, and some reference pitch notes that don't really have any bearing on the drums, but they're going to be there for you. That's not a lot to work on conventionally. You know, most people are used to having the guitars and the bass and keys to play against. This is actually giving you drummers and programmers a little bit different approach to be able to play off of that vocal and that vocal only. The one thing about Karen's vocals that are a little bit different than maybe other artists, there's a lot of information there. I mean, you guys put so much into the song ideas and synopses that this song's going to be rich. There's going to be a lot in there. And one of the things that you're not going to be able to escape is the meaning of the song, because when you're sitting there playing your drums or programming your beats, you're going to have that vocal. It's just going to be hanging out there. And what that'll do, I believe, is have everybody be a little bit more connected to the subject matter of the song. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that does. Even subliminally, I think it's going to yield a more sincere drum performance or, you know, percussion performance. And second of all, what it's going to do is you're going to be able to play off the rhythm of this vocal, more so than if you're playing to a guitar riff and you just mute the vocal and, you know, you play off of another instrument. I think what it'll do, it'll give you guys the chance to set the pace for the song by playing off that vocal. You know, your kick pattern, maybe hit the accents that, you know, that her vocal punctuates, and all kinds of things like that I think are really important to a great rhythm track. So I'm really looking forward to that and seeing what you guys do with it. So having said that, there's 3 types of drum submissions that I think we should focus on. And over the course of this week, I'm going to be giving you some additional tips on each of these, just as a primer. So come Monday, you're going to be ready to go with some great ideas, even without hearing the vocal yet. 1, acoustic drums. I know there's a lot of really great, talented drummers out there in TPR land, and we want you to send in your drum parts. Again, I'll have a lot of tips on what I know about recording drums that might help you get them sound a little bit better. You know, I've recorded a lot of great drummers, and I just love to share everything that I know about that topic to you guys. And feel free to ask me any questions about that matter, you know, here in the comment section, or email me directly on TPR. Totally, and maybe I'll even address some of those questions on camera. There's you know, time permitting. So the second type of submission is the program drums and drum loops. There's some great software out there. There's a lot of cool things you can do. I'll be going over some tips on that as well. There's a place for program drums, sometimes like a dirty loop in a verse or a breakdown section. So if you don't play acoustic drums, there's still you know, there's a very solid opportunity to be able to get some program drums in there too. And the third one is what I alluded to at the start of this video, which is something that everyone can do, is sample hits. Go in your kitchen, grab a frying pan and hit it against the counter, or go to your junkyard and grab a garbage can and throw it into a gymnasium and record all the reverb. We're talking about things that anyone can do. It's easy to record, and I'll go over some tips on recording unusual items in unusual places. But this is a way that everybody can be involved. You don't need to be musical or rhythmic. It's just about being creative. Listening and going, hey, that's kind of cool. I mean, you'd be surprised what can be added to a rock track just as a single hit, to punctuate things, to land on a downbeat. And again, if you've submitted a synopsis and you think, oh, I'm done, well, you're not. you have some work to do. Really looking forward to see what you guys come up with on this and these other categories for Phase 2. Monday and all week we're going to be reviewing some tips and giving you a primer on this phase, and so stay tuned, rock on.